nominational votes to allow clergy to perform same-sex marriages. Sonia Manzo, Sesame Street actress, to retire from children's show after 44 years. So even that's sad news. I mean, Sesame Street's losing a regular. Volkswagen technician killed by robot at production plant in Germany. Wait a second, has this robot seen the new Terminator Genesis movie? There may be more to that story than we're aware of. I shouldn't make light of that. That's bad. Bad, Tim. That's terrible. I mean, this technician, he was killed, and I'm making a Terminator joke. I'm just an insensitive little prick tonight, evidently. I was looking for some good news, and I've been twisted by this not-so-social media. Baltimore. City's former mayor, Sheila Dixon, announces a 2016 mayoral run. I would categorize that as neutral, but maybe somebody in Baltimore might think that's good. I mean, she was mayor before, so obviously some folks there liked her. Isle of Palms, South Carolina. Boy, 12, bitten by shark while in knee-deep water Tuesday. What is going on with all these shark attacks, by the way? Haven't really talked about it, although I saw a great video. Maybe this was the closest thing to good news. Social media. Saw a great video yesterday. This lady was on her way to church, and she's talking about how you got to stay out of the water, because that's the shark's house. Stay out of the woods, because that's the bear house. They're going to eat you up. Chicken come into her house. What's she going to do? She's going to eat it up. Hilarious video, but great points just the same. If you don't want to get bitten by a shark, stay out of the ocean. Not a bad starting point. Pretty good advice. So at any rate, we'll continue looking down what else is trending. Colin Cowherd, ESPN radio host, ends interview with Michael Head, football coach Jim Harbaugh with Michigan. Michael? Yeah, definitely time for my glasses. I've got to do something, or at least increase the font size here. Michigan head coach football Jim Harbaugh early. I'm guessing that means they got upset. Portuguese man of war, dozens of the venomous creatures worship on New Jersey beach. Lee's Summit, Missouri. A tornado touches down during storm Wednesday evening. Cam Ward, Alabama state senator, jailed and charged with driving under the influence. Okay, now that is everything that is trending on Facebook right now as of this moment. Don't see much good news. Looking around, I see Confederate battle flags. I see a cartoon in the Middle East, and then in America, in the Middle East, guy wearing what looks like jihadi type clothing. In America, a slightly robust woman wearing a LGBT on the back of her shirt. Both of them saying the same thing at somebody's florist, saying convert or lose everything. That doesn't sound particularly positive. New Tennessee laws taking effect July 1st. Pertaining to carry permits, guns and trucks, animal fights, and speed camera bans, and more. I'll probably be looking more into that, and that will make its way into a future broadcast. But, again, maybe some of that's good news. I need to get to reading that. Maybe. What else am I seeing? There's personal stuff. Major victory for religious liberty in the armed forces. Anti-Christian attack defeated. I'll have to read up that because, that would be a nice reversal of the current trend. Starting Wednesday, Obamacare will punish businesses who help employees with health care. That's where we're at. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just crazy stuff. Some Donald Trump stuff. A lot of anger. and a lot of beatdown. Like I said, a lot of this beatdown from folks from the left, people that you would think would be happy, are practically losing their minds because now they're trying to beat us down before we fight back. And that's all that is. So be prepared to stand up. You're going to have to. That's it. Anyway, everybody who tuned in tonight, thank you very much for listening. I appreciate it. Those of you who have been listening, downloading, playing, sharing, again, thank you very much. Remember, you can find us Tap Into the Truth at Facebook. You can find us at Twitter. You also can go to tapintothetruth.com. I'm starting to plan out a new format for the website, change things up a little bit. Gonna get a lot of the clutter off the homepage and start going to a little more articles and individual writing and things of that nature. At least that's the plan. I'm starting to formulate. But those of you who have already visited the site, thank you. Remember, if you want to send me a message, you can do that by going to Tap Into the Truth. Near the bottom of the homepage, there is a section where you can send it, or below that, even a little further, there is a simple button that will allow you to send me an email, or you can just hop into your email account and send it directly to ttap@tapintothetruth.com. I'd love to hear anything you've got to say, especially if it's a constructive criticism. If you have a well thought out but respectful disagreement, feel free. Anything worth talking about, I'll bring forth in a upcoming broadcast. Because this, you talk for the whole purpose of talking. But before I sign off, I did want to mention one thing that is kind of good news that I heard yesterday. I didn't come across it on social media, but I was listening to the Exceptional Conservative show over at BTR. And, you know, if you do listen to this show and you're not already listening to the Exceptional Conservative or the Underground Professor or Southern Sense, why not? You really need to be listening to these guys because these are good guys. My friend Larry over at the Prime Directive has started his show back up again as well. These are some pretty good shows. You can find them over at BTR. But the Exceptional Conservative and the Underground Professor now have brought their shows to Spreaker, and you can find them on some different networks as well as finding them at Stitcher.com. I don't know if all of them are over at TuneIn yet or not, but I think you can probably find them there. I know you can find us at TuneIn. You can find this show also on iTunes. You can find the show, and I have yet to figure out why and how it does this, but on YouTube, you can look for Tim Tapp. I don't know why it doesn't fall under Tap Into the Truth. You do a search for Tap Into the Truth. Some of the broadcasts will pop up that other people have posted from some of the interviews I did. One with Sarah Marie Brenner and one with Dr. Sharon Schutz. But if you pull up Tim Tapp and you look for the page, then you can find the broadcasts that are done here at Spreaker. And sometimes it will do the whole show as just one long little audio track. And then other times, it will break it up like every 15 minutes into its separate little thing, which doesn't make a lot of sense. And even crazier than that is 4 of 8, 1 of 8, 6 of 8, 8 of 8, just all mixed up. So there's like not even in order. So you literally have to start and manipulate it around. It's crazy. I don't understand it. But the point of all of that is to say that you can find us at YouTube. The broadcast is there, as well as iTunes, TuneIn.com, Stitcher.com. You can also find us at podcast.com. You can find a lot of the past episodes and broadcasts at tapintothetruth.com. I have uploaded the RSS feed from here over to BTR now, so if you happen to go over to BTR to check out the Exceptional Conservative or Underground Professor, for example, that you very well can find these broadcasts now linked to the Tap Into the Truth page there. But I said all of that, after all the shameless self-promotion, to get to the point that there was something that I heard on the Exceptional Conservative show yesterday. I was broadcasting tonight, so I didn't really get a chance to listen to his show tonight, so I don't know what transpired. But last night, they were talking about how they've gotten together, and they're going to a conservative gathering. It's a convention of sorts. I'm not going to give away too many details because I'm actually want to encourage you, if you want to know about it and might think about attending, I'm going to encourage you to go back and listen to the last couple of broadcasts of the Exceptional Conservative show. Trust me, it's worth it. If you're willing to listen to the show, you'll love those guys. Underground Professor in particular. I love the Underground Professor. But the point is, there is a lady who she focuses on BTR, and she has a select group of conservative talk show hosts that she makes a point to, as much as she can, listen to their shows whenever they're live, be in the chat room, and engage conversation in the chat room. She'll engage with the host based on things that we're discussing. She'll engage with other people in the chat room, get conversations going, sometimes do helpful little things here and there. Her name is Mary Brockman. Mary's done a lot to encourage me. There have been times when I've been ready to walk away from this for one reason or another. Sometimes discouraged, feeling like I'm not getting anywhere. Sometimes discouraged over equipment issues. Sometimes discouraged over the fact that, while I'm completely independent, it means I'm struggling to take money out of my already tight budget to try and do this. And while I could do little 30-minute shows for free, and then have like a next to no time at all for archived stuff, there comes a point where you feel like you're alone in the wilderness, and that even just preaching to the choir, even though it's a small choir, isn't enough. You get frustrated, you get angry, you're ready to move on. But Mary Brockman, she does those things to encourage the folks who have taken the time to pick up the torch of conservative ideology and conservative thought and trying to save the Republic and protect freedom and liberty. She has done more to help preserve freedom of speech, I think, than anybody I know directly. So, as a result, the Exceptional Conservative and the Underground Professor and a few other folks have gotten together, and they're taking Mary to this conference where she's going to have the opportunity to meet a lot of folks. She's going to have the opportunity to hang out with these hosts, and that is the first time in the past 2 weeks that I have felt genuinely happy to hear something, because I can't think of anybody who deserves that kind of recognition more than Mary Brockman. Like I said, she's done a lot to encourage me, and I'm grateful for all of her support. I mean, I'm always thankful for everybody that's listening. I'm proud to consider Mary a friend. There are people that are on my Facebook list that I knew in school. There are people on my Facebook list that are familiar